views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Alien Stone, and welcome to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Gearing up big time around here at alienxradio.com as we're heading towards the big event of the year. That's what I'm talking about, the 36 hours of Alien Xmas Radiothon to benefit Forgotten Harvest. It's coming up on December 7th and 8th this year. We'll be going live at 8 a.m. on Saturday the 7th, and we'll stay live the entire time until 8 p.m. on Sunday night. And the whole thing is to raise money for Forgotten Harvest to help feed the hungry this holiday season. So remember that to tune into that. We're going to have lots of bands, live performances, call-in interviews, in-studio interviews, comedians. All of the Alien X Radio staff will be on hand, as well as presenters from around the world. It's going to be an amazing event, so everybody, I highly recommend that you check it out. It's going to be carried live on alienxradio.com. It's going to be carried live on UG Media. I believe it's going to be carried live on Raw Talk Online. And there's a couple other stations that just contacted me today saying that they were going to be carrying this event live as well. So it is huge. It's the 5th annual event. It's the 36 hours of Alien Xmas from Alien X Radio. Pretty much, founded by myself and Motown Vinny. We had an idea a long time ago to help an organization that has figured out a way to take the help that they get and just spread it far and wide. Imagine feeding 4 people for $1. For $1, you can feed 4 people. So that's how efficient that they are. So each year we raise more and more money. Every year we've beaten our previous record, so we hope to do that again this year. So anyway, that being said, we're gearing up for that. We're going to have just kind of an interesting show today. The music I'm going to be playing is going to be featured music from previous 36 hours of Alien Xmas's. Is that how I say it? Xmas's? Xmi? I don't know. Anyway, there'll be lots of bands like 6E and Concrete Angels and the Creeping Chaos Arcades Project. There'll be all kinds of bands that have performed live for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, and I'm going to be hitting upon a lot of them today and sticking that into your vajir holes, as well as some new music that has been submitted to the station, and the normal stuff like news reports from NPR and AP News and Fox News, as well as a weekly sports update from our own Prospect. And then, of course, there's all the chaos and mayhem that happens in the world that we'll be talking about as well. Like the devil horns, the OK symbol, and the peace sign are all under attack. The elitists that are cannibals. We'll be talking about that in our latest wackadoo of the week or tinfoil hat moment. And free the nipple movement. We'll be talking about that, as well as what are they installing in movie theaters that they probably shouldn't do. New cereals, old cereals. What was your favorite cereal? And much, 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 much more as we go into 3 hours of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Let's get it underway.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
November 18th, 1978. A mass murder-suicide in the jungles of Guyana in South America. Cult leader Jim Jones orders more than 900 followers at his Jonestown compound to drink poison punch. That happens after a congressman and 4 others investigating the compound are gunned down while trying to leave. Jones is found dead of a bullet wound in the head. Whether it was self-inflicted is unknown. 2003, Massachusetts' highest court rules the state constitution gives gay couples the right to marry. Gary Chalmers is one of the plaintiffs who brought the case.
We'll finally be able to have the health care benefits, as many other legal protections that we so need to keep our families safe and secure.
Matt Daniels with the group Alliance for Marriage condemns the court's decision.
They have put their full prestige and authority behind the destruction of marriage as a man and a woman, and that will have national consequences.
And 1928. Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie starring Mickey Mouse premieres in New York. It's the first sound-synchronized animated cartoon that's a major success. Today in history, November 18th, Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
All right, folks. It's time to go ahead and put a little bit of music into your vajir holes. We're going to start things off with a band that has performed the last few years here for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. And, of course, we're welcoming them back once again this year. They will be playing at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning this year. And, of course, I'm talking about our own Sunday morning house band for the 36 Hours, Sweet Crystal, Detroit Music Award-winning band, Sweet Crystal. And their tune, Foot of the Cross. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Myself over, as far as I can see. There was no one around, baby, there was nobody sitting next to me. Must be the end, I must be coming undone. But that voice, it just laughed and said, nope, only just begun. At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross. Salvation, redemption, a new life, this is what it will cost. Every night, treasures and count is lost. That's what we did. happens overnight. But introspection, reflection, and prayer finally made me alright. Just when I thought I had nothing left to learn, you know that voice that spoke up and it said, now it's someone else's turn. At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross, salvation, redemption, and love is what it will cost. Better bring all your troubles and touch it and count them as a loss. To the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross. Now listen, I wake up each morning, I'm a born again man. I've learned to live this life and go with a plan. That door is wide open, it's your turn to step across. Come in and join us at the foot of the cross.
I'm Kelly Harris from Face Off.
This is Rob Miller from Face Off.
Hi, this is Doug Bradley, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. And you'd better carry on listening to Alien X Radio, or I will tear your soul apart.
Alien X Radio.
chase with the river. Find a way. I wrote you this song I sing. These are my kisses in the wind. 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 In the wind. In the wind. In the wind. Just escape, now navigate. You never answer, so hello.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
Welcome back to The Attack, everybody. I'm your host, Alien Stone, on Alien X Radio, UG Media, and our fine affiliates around the world. Like, we just put, who did we just pick up? Not Good Talk. Wow! Every time I remember the name of a station and I turn on the microphone, I blank out and can't remember the name of the station. It's not Good Talk Radio. That's a different station. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. They're affiliated with Power 88.7 in Houston, Texas. I do appreciate them being an affiliate, even though I can't remember their name, and it's horrible. Horrible! They're listening right now going, dude, really? Really? Yes, really. I try to send them emails all the time. It keeps bouncing back. They only accept emails for 5 minutes a day. It's funny. But they're cool. Anyway, folks, we're going to be getting into some more music for you, Vajir Holes. And by the way, both those songs I just played were recorded live at the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas last year. First band was Sweet Crystal, and the second one was 6E. Definitely want to tune in on Sunday morning for 36 Hours of Alien Xmas as Sweet Crystal makes their return once again. I believe that makes, 3 years in a row they've been here? Maybe 4. But I know it's been 3. Anyway. I need to be preparing for it. I don't know. The music's not open. Okay. So we got to have music for the Vajir Holes coming up here. But first, it's time to talk about a little something here. Let me mess with some of my video stuff because I got all this cool stuff here. It's time to talk about a subject that is near and dear to all of our hearts. That's right. I'm talking about nipples. They are pretty close to your heart, everybody. You know, there's one on each side. Unless, of course, you've had some kind of industrial accident or you were in a fire. But let's talk about it, okay? The feminists, they're all talking about the Free the Nipple movement. That's right, folks. Free the Nipple movement. What exactly does that mean? What does that mean? That means that they think that, well, men are allowed to show their nipples, right? Of course they are. Well, then why wouldn't women be allowed to show their nipples? Good question. I asked a good question, and it's because of hundreds of years of training. I think we live in a pretty ridiculous society. Think about this. Okay, they tell women that you got to cover up your nipples, even though men have nipples. Cover up yours, but men have nipples. They can show theirs, but you can't show yours. Okay? They talk about how they don't want the women's bodies to be a distraction all the time. They don't think that you should be looking at that kind of stuff. You shouldn't see that kind of stuff. Well, I agree you shouldn't be all perverted and staring at somebody, but let's talk about society for a second and look at it like an office building. Let's go to an office building. Okay? In that office building, you've got the guys walking around. They've got their dress shoes on, dress slacks. They go all the way to the floor. They've got a button-up collared shirt that's tucked in. They are wearing a tie that's tied around their neck for no reason. You know my crusade against ties. But he's wearing a tie, and then he's got a sports jacket over top of that going all the way down to his wrists. So the only part of this man that you can see is from the neck up and from the wrist to his fingers. Everything else is covered on the man. Now enter the woman working in the exact same location. She's got a see-through silk shirt on that is opened all the way down past her boobs in the middle. She has a tight little short skirt on that is up way above her knees, actually over halfway up to her knees. And she's wearing no leggings of any kind, no socks, or just down there with some open-toe shoes down at the end. And then they say, well, what are you looking at? Everything you put on display. Don't act like when you put on that outfit, you didn't put it on because of the way it made your legs look or the way that it made your cleavage look. Or don't tell me that, okay? Don't, because it's not true. It is not true. You did not buy that clothing because it was comfortable. No woman is wearing high-heel shoes because they're comfortable, okay? They're wearing them because of the way that makes their legs look. It's the way that they look in them. So you want to be looked at, okay? I'm not saying that we need to look at you. I'm just saying that's the way that this is set up. But you can't show your butt. You can't show your nipples. So the big movement is going on right now. It's the free the nipple movement. And I'm with this. Just give up all of this crap, okay? But at the same time, you got to tell guys that they can start wearing booty shorts at work. Booty shorts and mesh crop tops for the guys. Just get rid of this ridiculous high business level of dressing. It's ridiculous, and it promotes a false sense of worth from that person. Okay? Hey, would you trust me to be your financial advisor? Sure, you look like you know what you're doing. You got a nice haircut there. You got your suit and tie on and everything. Yeah, well, he just put that tie on and got the haircut. Yesterday, he had dreadlocks and he was DJing in the Dungeon Club down the street. Okay, he doesn't even know how to count. But you just signed over all your stuff to him. Why? Because he looks the part. Really? That's all you got to do now is look the part? Well, then fine. Let's shed our uniforms and free the nipples. Okay? Why not, right? All right, so let's find some music for the Vajir holes. I think I've talked enough about nipples. You can never talk enough about nipples, okay? Nipples are wonderful. Okay, they're a wonderful, wonderful thing. But I'm going to drastically change the music vibe up a little bit here and kind of get in your... Well, it's not in your face so much, but it's a darker version of my music. It's a little darker. So Monster is the name of the song, and Autumn Ridge, the name of the band. Check it out. You're listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Alien X Radio, UG Media, and something Talk Radio. I'll figure that out. I'll be back after this.
6 years old, and we're playing football in the foyer together. You make the longest pass. I'm running mad. I've got it down. Flash forward 2 decades, and I'm forced to be a cheerleader. But I've always hated leading cheers, and I can't be that fake smile that you need when not okay. And I know you shouldn't marry anyone until you're dead, but the voices, I swear they hear me. They are inside my head. All the colors fade to red, and we're left in the dust. And suddenly there isn't anybody here you can trust. Swim you going through the motions like he wasn't there. And you've already braced for impact, but it's more like there's a silent chill that suddenly has covered all the air. And gravity will shake you down to earth, it doesn't care. And they know you shouldn't marry anyone until you're dead, but the voices, I swear they hear me. They are inside my
I know there's much to explain, but I'm simply too afraid to look you in the eyes and tell you to your face. This world is strange and so am I, yet I've never truly found my place in it. Darling, I've been lost for far too long. You see, this map that I've been reading, it's filled with empty houses and dead-end streets. And all of these years, the ink's been fading, so I use the edge to slit my wrists in hopes of bleeding a new path. But life doesn't come with directions or GPS. It twists and turns, it chews and spits. It's been driving me closer to my inevitable end. It's a nightmare, a hellscape, a true living beast. This monster is hungry and I am its feast.
Show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Bus commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome!
All right, folks, we're up against the break time. Take a short break and pause in the action for station identification. And when we come back, we're going to talk about Eddie Murphy, something really super cool. I know you're all knowing what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about it anyway. And then we're going to talk about the devil horns. Okay. The okay symbol. And the peace sign. And much, much more when we come back. But first, it's time to take a short break, pause in the action for station identification, and time to bring you up to date with what's going on in the world with an NPR news update. Wow. Go nowhere. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Maybe I'll straighten out my teeth before I get back.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. The impeachment inquiry is moving into a second week of public testimony. NPR's Windsor Johnston reports the House Intelligence Committee is scheduled to hear testimony from 8 witnesses starting tomorrow.
The second week of open hearings in the inquiry will include testimony from the U.S. Ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, who's considered a key witness into Trump's dealings with Ukraine. Lawmakers are expected to question him about the administration's decision to put a freeze on nearly $400 million in U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Congressional Democrats have accused Trump of using that aid as leverage to press the Ukrainian leader to investigate a political rival. The House will also hear from 2 other key figures in the probe. On Tuesday, former U.S. envoy to Ukraine, Kurt Volker, and top Ukraine expert, Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vidman, are scheduled to testify. Windsor Johnston, NPR News, Washington.
Thousands of people attended a candlelight vigil to honor the 2 students from the Los Angeles County High School who were shot to death last week in Santa Clarita. Gracie Ann Muhlenberger and Dominic Blackwell were killed by a fellow student who then took his own life. 3 other teens were wounded. Saugus High School principal Vince Ferry says students, faculty, and the community are coping with their grief.
We will remember the Saugus High School community not for what happened to us, but for how we recovered, how we grieved together, and how we became strong. Saugus strong.
Meanwhile, there has been a separate mass shooting in Central California. Police in Fresno say unidentified suspects went into the backyard of a house where a football party was being held on Sunday. They shot 10 people, killing 4 of them. The other 6 people have been hospitalized. Police have not arrested any suspects. Police in Hong Kong are urging protesters barricaded inside a city university to surrender. Now police are moving in. Some protesters have been arrested. NPR's Julie McCarthy has more.
The culmination of this clash has focused a global spotlight on the increasingly violent and desperate protests stretching 6 months. It has focused, too, on the growing aggressiveness of the Hong Kong police, who overnight warned they would deploy live bullets if the protesters did not cease. Police arrested dozens as they tried to flee. The building unrest has raised doubts about whether elections scheduled for next week will take place. Julie McCarthy, NPR News, Hong Kong.
Protests continue in Iran over price hikes for the cost of gas. These have jumped by 50%. There have been clashes between protesters and security forces, and at least 3 people have been reported to be killed. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has called some of the protesters thugs. It's seen as a signal that a possible crackdown by Iranian security forces may be coming. This is NPR.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, everybody, once again, welcome back to The Attack. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, Western Reserve Radio, and United Talk Radio. That's right, that's our live affiliates. And then, of course, our replays on our fine affiliates around the world. All right, so, folks, also coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube. Check out the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. All of the shows are there, guys. All the shows are there. And if you're watching the video on Facebook, you may notice it sounds a little garbled. You may notice that it doesn't look all that great. That's because it's on Facebook. Go on over to YouTube. It's a much better video. I'll be sharing that pretty soon to the fan page, which, by the way, if you have not joined, please go over to the Alien X Radio fan group and join that sucker. Why? Because that's how you find out about everything. That's where I post everything every single day. You guys will find out when the show is on, what the show is about. The links will be there for you to click on. It's a no-brainer. You don't have to do anything. So, anyway, here we are in the second half of hour number 1 of The Attack. And, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I normally am not thrilled when sequels are coming out. See here, I didn't even worry about getting the picture ready. Man, I can't see at all, with or without my glasses. I'm freaking blind. You know what I mean? All right, so here, let's get this picture up in here. Since we got this whole video thing going on Facebook and YouTube. I am so excited about this sequel. And everybody, I know you guys have been talking about it already. So there, you guys, you're not giving us any new news here, Alien Stone. No, but I'm excited about it anyway. I'm talking about Beverly Hills Cop 4. Is officially happening. It's happening, folks. Beverly Hills Cop 4 is happening, and yes, Eddie Murphy is coming back to play his role, Axel Foley. Finally, one I can get behind. Now, it's been a long time since the last one. So, Eddie Murphy went through a stretch. He went through a little stretch where I didn't really care for his movies. I've always loved Eddie Murphy, don't get me wrong. Okay, I've always Eddie Murphy's got some. If you look at the list of my favorite movies of all time, he's probably on there more than anybody else. And that just happens to work out that way. You know, Trading Places and 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop and The Golden Child, Coming to America. I can go on and on and on, okay? The man has a string of golden movies. But then he had kids and stuff, so he kind of switched gears for a little bit, and I couldn't watch his Nutty Professor and his Dr. Dolittle crap. I couldn't do it. So now that they're grown up and he's going back to playing Axel Foley, I certainly hope that they're going back to the rated R mentality that goes with that movie. I seriously hope so. Yeah, because I'm really, really excited about this. The whole Dolemite thing he just did, whoosh, right over my head, didn't even care. Saw a couple of previews, whoosh, didn't even care. Yeah, not cool with that. I like his old stuff, so hopefully he's going to go back to that. Somebody also posted recently that watching Eddie Murphy Raw and stuff like that was one of the reasons why it's one of the things that's wrong with them today. And I said, no, that's one of the things that's right with you today. That's why you're not a powder puff. See? The whole world, I think it should be mandatory watching. Mandatory viewing for all people growing up so you don't become a powder puff. Okay? Anyway, music for your Vajir holes right now. Also going back 2 years now to the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas 2017, where we had members from the Creeping Chaos who form a band called the Arcades Project. And they came on in, and we just had a whole lot of fun.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was itching to fill up my belly with the pipe and jelly, the best damn treat in the world.
He's talking about a Pop-Tart.
And I saw a stick of butter and it almost made me shudder and squeal like a baby girl. I don't want a giant penis or a rocket trip to Venus. I don't want to win the lottery. I just want to squat and gobble till I'm dizzy and I wobble from the pipe and hot toasted tart dream. So I put butter on a Pop-Tart. It was so friggin' good. Oh, I put butter on a Pop-Tart. If you haven't, then I think you should.
Everybody, come on now. I put butter on a Pop-Tart.
It was so friggin' good. Oh, I put butter on a
Pop-Tart.
If you haven't, then I think you should. This waitress is prettier than my wife. I could kill my family with a knife. We'll sail around the world by ship. I'll give my whole lot as a tip. But first I'll kill my family with a knife.
Yes, he's gonna kill his family with a knife.
Yeah, regardless of those wages, I would kill my family with a knife. Get out of the left lane, you stupid Asian bitch. I don't even know why you are there. Why the hell do you brush your teeth at work? Why the hell do you brush your teeth at work? The bathroom's full of poop and pee, and now you rub that on your teeth like you're gonna kiss someone at 3. You never should look at your mama's boobies, no matter how big and round they are. You'll end up seeing something you don't wanna. It's guaranteed to leave a mental scar. Never should look at your daddy's penis when he's walking down the hall on Sunday morn. An acorn in a nest of twigs and underneath 2 fetal pigs. It'll make you wish you weren't even born. Parents are gross. 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 But I'm gonna kill my family with a knife. Pop-Tart with butter.
I woke up in the morning, put on my new plastic glove, served some reheated Salisbury steak with a little slice of love. Got no clue what the chicken pot pie is made of. Just know everybody's doing all right down here in Lunch Ladyland.
Well, I'll wear this this net on my hair, 'cause my red hair is falling out. I wear these brown orthopedic shoes, 'cause I got a bad case of the gout. I know you want seconds on the corn dogs, but there's no reason to shout. Everybody gets enough food down here in the magical Lunch Lady Lane. Well, yesterday's meatloaf is today's Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe's. And my breath reeks of tuna, and there's lots of black hairs coming out of my nose. Oh, hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans, navy beans. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, meatloaf sandwich. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now who got Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Now then one morning, yeah, I woke up to see all the pepperoni pizza was looking at me. He screamed, "Oh, why do you burn me and serve me up cold?" I said, "I got the spatula, just do what you're told." And the liver and onion started joining the fight, and the chocolate pudding pushed me with all its might. Then the chop suey slapped me and it kicked me in the head. It's called revenge, lunch lady, said the garlic bread. I said, "What did I do to make you all so mad that when you got flabby arms and your breath is bad?" Then the green bean said, "You better run and hide." Then my friend Sloppy Joe came and joined my side. He said, "If it wasn't for the lunch lady, the kids wouldn't eat you. You should be shaking her hand and saying, 'Pleased to meet you.' She gives you a purpose and she gives you a goal. You should be kissing her feet and kissing her mole. Now all the anger food, just leave me alone. And we all live together in a happy home. Thanks to Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Well, me and Sloppy Joe got married. We got 6 kids and we're doing just fine. Down in Lunch Lady Lane. When we're down and out and we have no plan, you're always quick to lend a hand. Laser guide, we were sure that there would be nowhere to run, but you disarmed it with some gum and a paper clip. Oh, MacGyver, that's cool as hell. You got tethered shades on with your pocket shirts and your feathered hair, so smooth making the ladies stare. Race to the garbage, dig around till you find an old orange juice can, one nail and a rubber band. And from that he made a hoopty hand grenade. And that show is built on lies. Some of that just can't be real, no. One time he burned a pilot's eyes with some fat chick's vanity meal, yeah. Oh, MacGyver, you're the star of an 80s show, and that was quite a while ago. Jump, jump, jump on the first thing that comes away, because the few and far between. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Yeah. Well, we're in a tight spot now. Way to go, MacGyver. No. Everybody just relax. I can figure a way out of this. These are standard issue handcuffs. Does anybody have a hairpin? I have a safety pin. Oh, okay, that'll work. Here we go. There we go. I got those cuffs off. Get everybody else here. All right, now we got to defuse this warhead. So has anybody got, I don't know, blackjack gum will work, or if anybody's got Wrigley's. Wait a minute. What are you saying? What? Are you saying that you can defuse a warhead with chewing gum? Why, do you have some? Look, dude, if you have some, give it to me. Oh, MacGyver, we were down and out and we had no plan, but you were quick to lend a hand. Yeah. Ratings diver, you were gone for a while, but you had a good run. And then we saw you again on SG1. But you'll never get away from the part you played. You'll never get away. To me, you'll always be. Yeah. Oh, MacGyver, the dumpster diver. You're like a homeless Bond. Oh, MacGyver! Oh, MacGyver! You made a gun from some twine and a bottle of wine. You're MacGyver! Oh, MacGyver! Hey, Sal, let's book. How about I don't get sued for this? Oh, MacGyver! Oh, MacGyver! You're the homeless Bond! Ooh. Oh, MacGyver!
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. 3 in a row right there from Arcade's Project. From 2017, the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas program. That's right. I am getting y'all excited about it because it's coming up. December 7th and 8th, once again, our 36 hours of nonstop live radio. It's all to benefit Forgotten Harvest. Make sure that you tune into it. The website is up and functioning with the exception of the donation button. The donation button isn't functioning yet. That'll be happening later on this afternoon. I'll make sure that I get that up and running. It will be functioning, and you can start donating now if you like. Remember, 100% of your donation goes to Forgotten Harvest. Meaning, if you donate $10 and for some reason you went through PayPal, and PayPal took some of that money for whatever reason, Alien X Radio puts that money back in. So if you put $10 in and they charged you, I don't know, 15 cents or 25 cents or whatever for a processing fee, we'll pay that back in there again just to make sure that your whole $10 gets in there, okay? That being said, don't think that you're going to get, like, your credit card fees and your interest and all that back. That ain't going to happen, people. Come on, quit being cheap. Speaking of which, alienxradio.com. If you go there right now to alienxradio.com, you'll see that there's a banner on there that says Alien X Gear Store. Click on that, and in there you will find a t-shirt for sale for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas 5, that's this year's, 2019, and it is available right now for purchase. It's $25, and all profit from that shirt goes straight into Forgotten Harvest. We're not keeping any of that. It's all for Forgotten Harvest. So, go there and purchase it right now. Why do I say right now? Because we're going to have an anti-Black Friday sale. Meaning, on Black Friday, I'm going to raise the price of that shirt. So if you want to get that shirt before Black Friday, it'll cost you $25. Profits going, of course, to Forgotten Harvest. On Black Friday and all the way through the event, it will be $30 for that shirt. And again, all of that profit will go to Forgotten Harvest. So an additional $5 will go to help feed the hungry. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to finishing out hour number 1. This hour is being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Igor introduces the final ingredient for love. It's Igor's Lube. Don't forget to try out that naked twister thing. That's right. From dry, flaky elbows to squeaky hinges and doing it, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. So get some today and get some tomorrow at www.igorslube.com. So, I just want to talk about this for just a moment here. Are we losing our minds as people? Are we just losing our minds? Okay. Symbols. People use their symbols all the time. Okay? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Good job. Good job. Thumbs up is a symbol. Good job. Thumbs up. Hey, I can't hear you, man. Is everything all right? It's okay. The okay symbol. It's okay. These are normal symbols. Hey, peace, brother, peace. The peace symbol. Do the peace symbol. And, of course, we just heard Holy Diver, which it really wasn't Holy Diver, but by Rodney James Dio, of course, and the devil horns, right? The devil horns. Rock and roll. It's metal. Rock and roll. Ow. Well, of course, symbols can have multiple meanings, okay? We all know that the swastika, which stands for hate and evil and well, I'm not going to say evil. Hate and horribleness, and I guess is the word, and just really, really just evil's a good word to use, but it's anyway, it was used by the Nazis. Okay? It was used by the Nazis, and it was a symbol of elitist and hate, and we're better than you, and we're going to run all over you. But if you go into history before that, before the Nazis got a hold of the symbol and turned it into a symbol of hate, it used to be a symbol of peace, used by other cultures. But nobody remembers that. They just remember the Holocaust and it being used for that. And, of course, I understand why that would be burned into society's memory. I get it. I do. I totally get it. But people are reading into these things too much. Okay? The okay symbol. Okay, yeah, people turn around this way. Oh, yeah, you looked at it. That means I get to kick in the butt or whatever they're doing these days with that. You know, the padiddle or well, I don't know what it's called when you look at the thing. But people are saying now, though, that the OK symbol is a racist symbol. Why is the OK symbol a racist symbol? Show me. So I haven't seen anything that shows that that's a racist symbol. It means okay. Okay? Okay. And if it did mean something a long time ago, it's obscure and it has changed as we have lost the good intention of the swastika and has become the bad intention of the swastika. So could we have had a bad intention for the okay and it has now become a good intention of meaning literally okay? You know what I mean? And the peace symbol. People are saying that there's things that are wrong with the peace symbol too. What is that? I don't even know what they're saying. They're saying that's bad. What? I don't get it. It's a sexist symbol or something. It's peace. Peace, my brother. Peace. Turn it this way. It's 2. Okay, it's a number. Okay? Give me 2 burritos. Okay? I'm not being sexist. I want 2 burritos. So, the devil horns. Okay, the devil horns. Rodney James Dio say, hey, we're going to learn to do this. It means metal. Rock out. Ah, metal. Ah. Well, some people think that it means that if you do that, you are worshiping Satan. Okay? Again, is this a symbol that means worshiping Satan? Quite possibly, yes. I believe so. But it is the intention behind the symbol that gives it power. The symbol itself is powerless. It has absolutely no power or effect on you or society or the world around you. It is powerless without intent behind it. So, until you can define, identify, and understand the intent behind the symbol as it is being applied, try not to create or install a known meaning for that symbol based on an intent that you do not have, or that you had not identified. If I'm at a concert and I'm doing this, it doesn't mean Satan is my Lord. Okay? It means rock the hell out. That is awesome. That's what that means. I'm rocking out here. Okay? That's what that means when I do it. Could it mean something else? Yes. If the intent is there. Glad to get that off my chest. And now, it is time for another short break. Pausing the action for station identification. And a short news update. We'll be back right after this.
Searching for a shooter or shooters in Fresno, California. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The morning after bullets went flying at a house party.
3 people died on scene, all Asian males between the ages of 25 and 30. One was critical, was transported to CRMC, where he succumbed to his injuries.
Deputy Fresno Police Chief Michael Reed says 6 others were injured. Investigators went door to door afterward trying to find any surveillance video in the search for suspects. In Santa Clarita, California, there was a vigil. Thousands attended for the victims of Thursday's Saugus High School shooting.
Gracie was unique, and she cared about others the way no one else could.
Gracie Muehlberger, one of the 2 students murdered. 3 others were injured by a 16-year-old gunman who shot himself and died the next day. The Never-Trumpers need to work out a better attack. The president tweeted that and many other swipes at impeachment over the weekend, calling the inquiry very bad for our country. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told CBS Face the Nation.
The president could come right before the committee and speak all the truth that he wants.
Now, there will be 3 more days of public hearings in the Ukraine controversy this week. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, 8 witnesses are set to testify publicly this week. On the docket tomorrow, Jennifer Williams, an aide to Vice President Mike Pence, Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, a Ukraine expert on the National Security Council, Kurt Volker, former special envoy to Ukraine, and Tim Morrison, a Russia and Europe expert on the National Security Council. On Wednesday, European Union Ambassador Gordon Sondland will testify, along with Laura Cooper, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Russian, Ukrainian, and Eurasian Affairs, and David Hale, the Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs. Fiona Hill, a former senior director on the National Security Council, will testify on Thursday. Dave?
Rachel, there is more unrest in Hong Kong in the months-long pro-democracy protests. Police fired tear gas and rubber bullets trying to fend off protesters trying to break through a police cordon that traps them inside a university campus. America's listening to Fox.
If you don't...
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend? Igor's Lube. I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out? Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube. I got dry, flaky elbows. Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Welcome, everybody. It's hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live on AlienXRadio.com, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and Western Reserve Radio, and then our fine affiliates around the world. Good morning to each and every one of you. It's hour number 2, folks. I know you're about an hour into your day, maybe more. I mean, some people start damn early. And then, of course, we're broadcasting over there in the UK as well, so you guys are, like, already past lunch. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? That's the weird thing about being in a world-type audience, having a world audience. Trying to talk to somebody, I say good morning, and they're like, what do you mean good morning? It's 4 in the afternoon. Or what? It's like, okay, well, happy existence, everyone. Can't say day or night. No, I'm kidding. Nobody gets mad about that. Nobody gets mad about that at all. So anyway, apparently I have the same story listed twice here on the show once again. So our what the Florida today, we didn't have a what the Florida. I know, right? I did not find a single story this morning that said Florida man or Florida woman or, Florida guy rapes alligator. Florida woman says meth inside her is not hers. Crazy. I don't see these stories this morning. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I put down the devil horns here, but I just talked about the devil horns a minute ago, right? What other symbols can you think of that are misunderstood? I can think of one hand gesture that everybody fully understands what that means. You're number one. You're number... No. Well, there's always you. Like you. I'm pointing. The hand gesture, I'm pointing. Some people find that to be rude when you're pointing at somebody. And I guess if you're saying something... Remember, I told you, it also goes to intent. You know what I'm saying? I could be pointing at you because I'm telling somebody, hey, that's the guy right there that dropped his wallet. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And there's, that's the guy over there? Yeah, let me go take him his wallet. Okay, are you going to be mad at me for pointing at you? No. Why? Because the intent. The intent was different. Now, if I walk up to you, look, dude, you parked in this thing, and I'm mad. Okay, that's rude. Okay, don't do that. Don't poke your finger into my face like that. It's rude. But at the same time, it's useful. Like, where is my wallet? It's over there. Which, by the way, comedians have pointed this out in the past, the difference between dogs and cats. Dogs understand pointing. You point at the food. Where's the food at? It's over there. They go over and get the food. The cat comes up. Where's the food at? You point at the food, and the cat stares at your finger. Because the cat is not as smart. People go, well, they're definitely smarter. They're independent doesn't make you smart. Just because you're independent doesn't mean you're smart. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get hour number 2 underway here. We need to find some music for your Vajir holes. And as I said, we are just going over all this fantastic music that we have recorded over the years during the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. It's a live broadcast, people. We do it every year. This year it's going to be on the 7th and 8th. It starts at 8 a.m. on the 7th, and we will stay live until 8 p.m. on the 8th. We'll have live bands, other musical performances. We're going to have comedians. All of the Alien X Radio staff will be on hand. We're going to have presenters from around the world doing interviews. We're going to have all kinds of skits and games and you name it. We're just going to have a lot of fun, man. It's going to be awesome. So make sure that you stop on in. So that's what I'm doing right now is I'm featuring a lot of the music that we may have played back in the day, or not that we played, but that artists had played when they arrived here and did one of these 36 hours of Alien Xmas shows. So Michelle Wolf is a great friend to the show, a great friend to the station. She's been in and out of the studio many, many times with different artists and with different projects that she's done. And in 2016, she stopped in for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, and she did an acoustical performance of Zombie. And here's how it went on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
shaken, and the violence caused such silence. Who are we mistaken? But she said, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they're fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. In your head, darling, darling, darling. Hey, hey, what's in your head? In your head, darling, darling, darling. Hey, hey, oh, oh. Mother's aching heart is taking over, and the violence caused such silence. Who are we mistaken? It's the same old thing since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. In your head, darling, darling, darling. Hey, hey, what's in your head? In your head, darling, darling, darling. Hey, hey, oh, 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 oh,
I'm Michelle Wolf, lead singer of H.I. Rustica, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
I was free falling, trying not to break down, living like a refugee inside of this town. Among the wildflowers, met an American girl. She was learning to fly, running round loose in the world. She said, "Take it, baby, but I gotta keep moving." End of the line like the last DJ. And the guitar told us some chords. I said, "What do you want me to play it?" She said, "With all the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. You got lucky, babe, when I found you. When a woman's in love, you got to be ready, 'cause I don't know how long I can hold on. Just play some Tom Petty." I was running down a dream in my corduroy pants. Baby, even losers, we stand a chance. She's gonna listen to her heart. Even walls fall down. I was going down swinging, no, I won't back down. Should've known that she was crazy about Elvis. Heaven knows it's good to be king. Jamming me came on to the radio loud. This time I knew what to sing, because all the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. You got lucky, babe, when I found you. When a woman's in love, you got to be ready, 'cause I don't know how long I can hold on. Hey! Well, yeah, I might have chased a couple women around, but let me get another face in the crowd. Don't do me like that, she said, you're so bad. My saving grace, the best thing I ever learned. Well, all the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. I got lucky, babe, when I found you. I had to change your part, and you were so ready. Then she looked me in the eye. Said, all the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. You got lucky, babe, when I found you. When a woman's in love, you got to be ready, 'cause I don't know how long I can hold on. All the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. Yeah, well, all the cool chicks dig Tom Petty. Ow, ow, ow. Here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Feels so good just to be alive today. And I couldn't have said it better any other way. So where do I go from here? I just don't know. But something's telling me, and baby, it will show. And only you are the wire. Nothing else gets me higher. No one else lights my fire. Only you are the wire. So many times, so many places that I couldn't see. All the lives that could be living beside me. The world alive will make it see. Everything you ever want or need, take it for free. And only you are the wire. Nothing else gets me higher. No one else lights my fire. Only you are the wire. And only you are the wire. Nothing else gets me higher. No one else lights my fire. Only you are the wire.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, folks, welcome back to The Attack. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live directly into your Vajir holes on Western Reserve Radio, UG Media, AlienXRadio.com, and United Talk Radio, and then our fine affiliates around the world all week long. Thank you for tuning in, checking us out. Broadcasting live from the other side of Planet Chaos. And also on Facebook and YouTube. That's right. Head on over to the Alien X Radio YouTube channel and like that bitch, please. Come on. We need some likes over there. Follow it, whatever they call it. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Whatever they're calling it these days. Click the little button there. Show your love. Show your support. Where are we at in this thing? Oh, yeah. Well, coming up here. Wow, we're just moving right along here, aren't we? Got some stuff to talk about. Movies. Okay, we talked a little while ago about Eddie Murphy and doing a sequel that I'm really excited about, Beverly Hills Cop 4. Okay, I'm excited about that. Now, that being said, I don't care how excited I am about the movie. I don't care how excited I am about the movie. There are certain things that movie theaters are doing nowadays that just doesn't make sense, and I don't want it. Okay? And I don't want it. I do not want it. There are some advances that movie theaters have made that I find very useful. Like when they first came out with the stadium seating in the theaters, I was like, oh my God, really? You guys just now thought of that? You should have been doing that from the beginning. That is amazing. Why? Because now short people can actually see the freaking movie without, Isaiah Thomas sitting in front of them. You can't see over their head. That's probably wrong. He's not really that tall, is he? I don't know. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sitting in front of you, okay? Even with stadium seating, that would be a problem. But I'm just saying. Just run a basketball player. Like, I know how tall they all are. All right, anyway. That was an advancement, okay? Then they started, hey, we'll charge you a little extra money. Why? Because your seat vibrates when something happens on the screen. Or it turns when the car turns. Like, I didn't take my Dramamine, okay? I don't need to get motion sickness while I'm watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. Some places bring you your stuff. They'll bring you popcorn. They'll bring you your drinks so you don't have to get up and miss any of your movie to go get it. That is amazing. Okay, that is a huge advance. But at the same time, now, for the people that like, hey, I got all my stuff before the movie and I sat down. Now I got to deal with these damn waitresses walking around all the time blocking my view. I get that point too, okay? So, I don't know. This is an advancement, though, that I think is just not... I would never want this, okay? Look at this. Really? Really? So, they have double beds set up with these privacy screens around the backs of them. I mean, they're done very professionally and cool looking and everything. I mean, there's nothing dirty about this whatsoever, okay? So, don't get your minds in the gutter, okay? It's literally so you could just lay in a bed with an incline on it, okay? They got pillows. Little blankets for your feet there. And you can lay in bed and watch a movie. Now, a lot of people do this at home. I don't have a television in my bedroom because I cannot stand having the TV on. When I go in the bedroom, it's to go to sleep. Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. I don't need to watch TV. Okay, that's just a waste of electricity for me. Sleeping on the couch in the living room, that's a different story. You're not in bed. So when I go to bed, like I said, if I had a TV to watch, I'm laying down. I'm not going to finish watching whatever it is. Pretty soon, whatever I was watching is now watching me. My TV is watching me sleep now. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. And I'm sure that these tickets aren't normal price because you're hogging up a lot of spaces with these beds. So I'm sure it's at least $15 for a ticket, I'm sure, to lay in this bed and watch. So you just wasted $15 because you're going to be passed out cold before the second act of the movie. I'm just saying, you might not even know who the bad guy is yet, and you're passed out. This is not a good idea, folks. Not to mention that once the lights go out and you got a bunch of teenagers in here, stuff's going to happen. Yeah, they're wide open and you can see and everything. Stuff's still going to happen. They're still going to try stuff. This is not a good idea, folks. This is another thing. Hey, let's see if we can suck a bunch of money out of people for about 2 years before they figure out it's dumb and they stop doing it. And then they're going to tear it all apart and redesign it and everything. And all the money that they made doing this, they're going to use redesigning it again. So it's just stupid. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. When you look at a stupid idea, step back for a moment and ponder this. There were people that got on phone calls and had emails, and they set up meetings, and they got together in office buildings, and they discussed ideas and things that they wanted to do. And these people came up with these ideas and all agreed that it was a good idea. Going to show that business degrees are useless if you don't have any common sense. Pretty much any degree is useless unless you have common sense. Right. So anyway, I need some more music for your Vajir holes. And I'm thinking, I want to play some really odd music. This was from the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas last year. And Austin Kelly, who is a triple threat now on the station. He was originally in a band called Soldier's Last Breath. Great band, great songs played on the station. Then he did a solo song by himself under Austin Kelly's name, which was what was it called? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna let this go. I'm not gonna let it go, guys. City of the Damned, right? No, it wasn't City of the Damned. Yes, it was City of the Damned. Okay, so he came back with a solo project with City of the Damned on the station, and that was a really great song, by the way, too. I can't believe I can't remember the name of the song. I love it. Then, 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, he comes back. He has redefined himself yet again with another style. And, folks, I'm going to take you to Deer Camp on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
His name is Kai. Dreaming of does and shooting bugs at deer camp. At deer camp. Oh. And deer camp.
It's a good song, right, everybody?
No work here, no what's here, no yes here, November, 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 November.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, folks. We're up against another break time for a short pause in the action for station identification. When we come back, the CDC vape admission and freedom from religion. Should that be a thing? And coffins are on the radar. But first, we got to take a short break, and we're going to bring you up to date with an AP news break and a sports update from our own prospect right here from Alien X Radio. You're listening to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm Alien Stone.
I'm Rita Foley. Manhunt in Fresno, California after gunmen opened fire in a backyard party last night.
Fresno police say 4 people died and 6 more were wounded when unknown suspects sneaked into a backyard filled with people at a party and fired into the crowd. Investigators say they were watching a football game. No one is in custody in connection with the shooting. Police say it's not known if the victims knew the shooter or shooters.
AP correspondent Mike Hempen. Will President Trump testify in the House impeachment investigation? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's invited him after he said the process was stacked against him. The public hearings continue this week with the man who may be the most important witness to testify so far, Gordon Sondland, the U.S. ambassador to the European Union. Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney, a New York Democrat who is on the Intelligence Committee conducting the hearings, says the evidence against the president is building.
Testimony from Ambassador Sondland, who at the president's instruction told the Ukrainians, either go to a microphone and announce an investigation of the Bidens, or there will not be military assistance. That is solicitation of a bribe.
But Republican Congressman Chris Stewart of Utah says he questioned the former ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, at last week's hearings.
I asked the ambassador, do you have any evidence at all that the president committed bribery or is involved with that? She said, no. Do you have any evidence at all that the president did anything criminal or illegal? And the answer is no.
Both lawmakers were on ABC's This Week. Police in Hong Kong are using tear gas and batons and running battles with protesters who've been trying to break through a security cordon. China is urging the U.S. military to stop flexing its muscle in the disputed South China Sea. This is AP News.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, everyone? Prospect here with a weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. Colin Kaepernick is back in the news, but this time he's in a positive light, as for the first time in 3 years, the NFL has granted him an opportunity to be looked at and hopefully sign with a team. As of now, 24 of the 32 teams have agreed to attend the Saturday afternoon session, which included videotaped interviews and workouts, which will be sent out to all teams. Now, this is the first time that the league has looked at Kaepernick with the intent to sign him since leaving in 2016. Kaepernick's been no stranger to the spotlight, as he was shunned and exiled from the league for sitting and kneeling during the national anthem, and has been getting praise and criticism for it. After numerous lawsuits and requests for grievances, he hasn't lost his hunger for the sport, and after multiple videos and social media posts pleading his case, now he will get the chance to return, an event that one person feels is a stunt. Former teammate and safety for the Carolina Panthers, Eric Reed, feels that the fact that the workout is scheduled for Saturday is, quote, disingenuous. There's just one problem with that accusation in my mind. Reed was the first teammate of Kaepernick's to join him in the protest. Reed is still in the league on a 3-year contract. Reed is still kneeling during the national anthem. So if I was him, I would be pushing for a team, any team, to sign the NFL's social justice martyr. Times have been rough for the Alabama Crimson Tide. First, they lose quarterback Tua Tagovailoa to an ankle injury back in October in their win against Tennessee. Then they lose in a stunner against LSU. dropping any chance of a playoff spot for the time being because, come on, it is Alabama after all. They're like the New England Patriots of college football. Then they get Tua back, only to lose him for the rest of the season to a hip injury in their win against Mississippi State. The junior was carted off the field in pain in the second quarter after throwing 2 of the team's 5 total touchdowns. Mac Jones will take over for the rest of the season as the Crimson Tide looks to finish the season and hopefully make its way into the playoffs. Speaking of making their way back, the University of Michigan made their statement in the Big Ten with an emphatic home field win against rival Michigan State, 44-10. Shea Patterson threw for 384 yards and 4 touchdowns with no interceptions. Coach Jim Harbaugh praised the team for their victory and looks forward to the final 2 games of the season, one of them being against another rival, Ohio State. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing. Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
And we're back with The Attack. I'm your host, Alien Stone, the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, broadcasting to you live from the other side of Planet Chaos on Western Reserve Radio, UG Media, Alien X Radio, and United Talk Radio. Thank you for listening all over the world on our fine affiliate stations. Man, I just love being able to have the reach that I do, man. I talk to people from London. I talk to people from Italy. I talk to people from Ireland. I've talked to people from India. I mean, all over the place. All over the place. And I love it. Canada. And then, of course, all over the United States. Like, every state. Except Utah. Nobody's contacted me from Utah. Like, nobody. I think it's because, like, people in Utah aren't allowed to have, like, radios or computers or phones or fun or anything. Isn't Utah? I heard that, like, Utah was like the worst place in the world to be. It was like the Bermuda Triangle for souls. Like, it just, when you get there, your soul is just sucked right out, and you just go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Don't try to have anything to drink. Don't try to have anything to smoke. Don't try to listen to any music or have any kind of fun. Don't look at pornography. Don't do anything because you're in Utah. Go to work, come home. Maybe that's why nobody in Utah is contacting me. Like, screw that guy. He's just making fun of us. Because all we do is go to work and come home. We don't watch porn. YouPorn doesn't even work there. No, I don't know. I haven't been to Utah to tell you. I know it works everywhere else. Oh! Anyway. Let's get into this. So we got to need some more music for the Bajir Holes here. I have no idea what to play now. I said we're playing all this live music from all of 36 hours of Alien Xmas shows in the past as we're gearing up for this year's event coming up on the 7th and 8th. And I'm thinking we need to play some music from Rain because they do some amazing stuff. All right. I'm kind of scared here about which one I should play. Because one of them is like 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long! For those of you who don't know the band Rain, they're a very progressive metal band. So if you don't know anything about progressive metal, is the songs are long because there's so many different key changes and so many different parts to the songs, and it's the song, even without lyrics, kind of tells a story and has different recognizable parts and stuff. It's really interesting types of music. But I think I'm going to keep it to the shorter one right now. And the name of this tune was Nightmare. And this was in 2016. They stopped by the studio to do their performance for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
Me.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space. Not sure if the Alien X lines were wigging out yet this morning or what, but it looks like they are fully functioning at this point. Somebody sent me a message saying, hey, been trying to call you this morning. Alien X lines are down. So I had a look here, and yeah, they were down. Don't know what the deal was, but hey, the Alien X lines are now open. 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Them's the numbers, man. Don't go to the chat room and wuss out like that. Give me a call, okay? Come on. Nobody's going to know who you are. You don't have to say your name. You can make up a name. So what's your name? Gleekborp. I don't know. I don't care what your name is. You can just make up a name. Say, hey, this is caller X from place X. And I just wanted to call to say, yippee-ki-yay. I don't know. Just give me a call. 313-444-8919. Western Reserve Radio, UG Media, Alien X Radio, United Talk Radio. You're all welcome to give me a call. If you need a country code, it's 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or you can Skype me. My Skype name is Alienstone and the number 1. No spaces. Alienstone 1. So, that all being said, I got to catch up on some of these stories here. Let's fade this music out. All right, so we all remember the movie Poltergeist, right? Now, why were they haunted in Poltergeist? Because they moved the tombstones from a burial ground, a cemetery, if you will, and they built houses on top of it and let people move in. So needless to say, the ghosts were pissed, right? So they were really, really violent and rude, okay? So stuff happened, and you had your movie, right? So we've learned from a horror movie that it's generally not a good idea to build houses on top of coffins and stuff, right? Now, I don't know about ghosts and stuff. I've never gotten any proof that has totally convinced me that there are ghosts, and I'm open to the idea. But I still think that building houses on top of cemeteries is a bit creepy and shouldn't be done, okay? So I'm pulling up this picture right now if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. That right there, folks, is a diagram of a neighborhood. And all of those blue rectangles that you see all over the place there are radar hits for coffins. This is not a movie. This is not a scripted thing. Okay, no actors are going to be climbing out of television sets or into them. No one's going to be screaming for Carol Ann. No clowns are going to choke you with long stretching arms, and we're not going to put the TV out on the balcony at the end of it, okay? This is reality, is what this is. And a company, I'm quite sure, knew what they were doing. It's kind of hard to do construction without knowing what's 6 feet under the ground. Okay, you have to plan where you're going to put the basements and all the drainage and all the power supply and the water, the all that stuff, the plumbing, everything. All that needs to be underground, right? Well, coffins are usually 6 feet. I'm quite sure basements are deeper. I'm quite sure that a lot of this stuff is deeper. So they had to have known where they were so that they could properly plan to maneuver that stuff around them rather than removing them. And even though, removing them, that's still creepy and wrong. Don't remove them. They were buried there. You leave them. That's supposed to be a cemetery. Okay, you don't like it? Then I don't know what to tell you, man. Do like in China where you bury people on top of each other. I don't know. But if we're going to run out of real estate because of this would be the reason. I'm telling you, don't build no houses. So kids are out playing around in the park, and just right underneath them is a zombie waiting to come back to life and come up and eat them. It's a house ready to get imploded by entities. from the other side. Little girls going to get pulled into television sets. And then creepy short ladies are going to be going to your house and telling you that they got a bad vibe and that your kid lives in the TV now. It's just creepy. So anyway, I don't know. Check out your property before you buy it. I don't know, say, what's the neighborhood like? What's the crime rate like? Is there kids in the area? What's the schools? And by chance, are there corpses rotting underneath the foundation of the house? I'm curious to know. I'm curious. That should be part of compliance, I would think. Okay, I'm not going to get this other picture pulled up here because I'm by myself again. And I have trouble. I'm having trouble pulling this all up. Okay, check that out. You know who that is, right? Everybody knows who that guy is. Everybody knows who that guy is. That's Nicolas Cage, right? Nicky Cage, what's up, man? You gonna do another horrible movie? He does a lot of bad movies. Okay, I'm sure he's good. He's done some good movies. Sure, he's done some good movies. He's done movies that were bad but were fun and good to watch, but they were not good movies. But they were fun. I said a long time ago, before he got looking like this, though, when he was a little bit younger, but when they did the remake of Willy Wonka, I thought he should have been Willy Wonka, but instead they got Johnny Depp and turned the whole thing into this whole creepy pedophilia kind of feel to it. I didn't like it. It wasn't pedophilia. I'll take that back. It was not. That's just me being mean. It was just very, very creepy and sinister. I would have liked the original movie remade with Nicolas Cage playing Willy Wonka with the curly hair and the hat. Look at his face. Think about it. Think about it. But anyway, he is now in talks to play himself in a movie about himself. So, Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage, playing the role he was born to play as Nicolas Cage in a movie called Meryl Streep. No, I mean, maybe he could play himself. Are we going to believe it that he plays himself? Is he going to play himself truthfully? Like, is there going to be a scene where he gets wasted and goes and marries somebody in the Caribbean that he met 2 days earlier and then try to get it annulled 6 days later? And yeah. Nick, come on, man. The movies you choose and the money you're making, you can't afford to make mistakes like getting married to hookers you met 3 days ago. You can't do that, dude. You can't afford to come back from that stuff. Okay, you got to make like 6 movies just to make a house payment. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, there was some movies I liked. All right? I liked The Rock. The Rock was cool, but then again, you were helped by Sean Connery. Just about any movie with Sean Connery in it is going to be good, right? You know what I'm saying? He saved your ass, Nick. You shouldn't have even been on the screen with him. He carried every scene. But anyway, Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage called Meryl Streep. No, I don't know what it's called. In the CDC, finally, after months and months of letting governors ban stuff all over the place, saying, "Oh my God, vaping is killing the youth of this world. Oh my God," and they're smoking just Juul and all kinds of stuff, and it's killing them. And they're having the CDC's finally come out and said no. Okay, no. It is a vitamin E extract that has been placed into illegal and unlicensed THC vaping products, meaning marijuana. Okay? So if you go to a dispensary and you're purchasing a cartridge of THC or marijuana extract and you want to vape this, turn the package over and make sure that it is a licensed product. Now that Michigan is getting licensed and everything, these dispensaries are weeding out all of their unlicensed products. They're disappearing, which is good because those are the ones that are causing problems. But my kid doesn't smoke marijuana. He smoked No, he did smoke marijuana illegally that he got from somebody else that was not a licensed product, and he's not going to tell you because he's a kid smoking marijuana. He's not going to admit that. Now the CDC says that's what it is. They said that is, in fact, what it is that's causing this problem. So, check your products. Make sure there's no vitamin E extract, which means your illegal THC products. There isn't any in any of the tobacco-based or the nicotine-based vaping products. It's not in there. Those are the ones they went after first. Oh, they're flavored. They're going to make the kids smoke it, and then they're going to get this disease and die. They're not going to get that disease and die because the vitamin E's not in there. And adults like lemon cake, too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, people? Everything cannot be cleaned up for... Okay, now, if you want to say that that I'm in trouble for selling a product called Super Happy Rainbow Bubble Pop with a purple elephant on there, blowing a bubble and flying over top of a rainbow with sparkles coming out of his butt. And it's called, I don't know, Candy Crush Lemonade. I don't know. Okay, that sounds like a kid would be like, ooh, I would like to try that. Okay, now you're marketing your product to a kid. The flavor is not what you're marketing to a kid. The packaging is what you're marketing to the kid. So get a regular pack that says the name of the company on it, and in small letters at the bottom, it says lemonade. That's it. You're not marketing to a kid, but it's still lemonade flavored. Why? Because adults like lemonade too. Anyway, we're going to take a short break. Pause in the action for station identification, and we'll be back with hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space. Go nowhere.
Another poll out of Iowa gives Pete Buttigieg the lead in the first contest state. The CNN Des Moines Register poll over the weekend has Buttigieg at 25%, a 9-point lead over Elizabeth Warren, 10 ahead of Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Michael Bloomberg is not a candidate yet, but he got 2% in that poll as he considers running. Bloomberg went to a church and apologized for a police program while he was New York City mayor called Stop and Frisk.
Does this sound like a candidate running for president?
I will never stop working to end gun violence, to make every community across America safer and stronger.
Bloomberg spoke at an African-American megachurch in Brooklyn Sunday, touting his efforts on gun control and the ripple effect he says it helped bring.
That allowed the Democrats to retake the House and put gun safety back on the agenda where it belongs.
He also put education and economic prosperity among his top priorities. Bloomberg has filed for the Alabama and Arkansas primaries, but still has yet to say he's in. In New York City, Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising before today's trading. Now sports. The Ravens keep streaking in the NFL.
The Gus Bus goes all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Baltimore routed Houston 41-7 on CBS for a 6th straight win. A huge comeback in Minnesota.
Cousin, and he'll throw, and he's got Rudolph, and he's got an open path to the end zone.
The Vikings rallied from down 20-0 at halftime, beat the Denver Broncos 27-23 on CBS. New England beat Philadelphia. San Francisco topped Arizona. The Patriots and the 49ers improved to 9-1. Oakland beat Cincinnati. That keeps the Bengals winless on the season. On the NASCAR track, Kyle Busch drove his way to the NASCAR championship race victory, and the Sacramento Kings snapped the Boston Celtics 10-game win streak in the NBA. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
This news report is brought to you by...
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, folks, welcome. It's hour number 3 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Oh, yeah, we got a bunch to fit in here yet. Still coming up, we're going to talk about a brand spanking new cereal on the market, and then I'm going to talk to you about classic cereals. Do you want to talk about cereals? 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. What was your favorite cereal when you were a kid? What was your favorite thing about cereal when you were a kid? We're going to talk about cereal. That's right. It'll be a cereal conversation. So, we also have another news update from NPR. And we're going to talk Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson? Absolutely. Willie Nelson. I can talk about Willie Nelson all day. So, we're going to talk about him coming up. All that I just mentioned, as well as music for your vagir holes. But let's go ahead and start things the way we normally start hour number 3.
And now your wackadoo of the week.
All right, folks. I know I didn't even get this picture pulled up here in time for the wackadoo of the week. Brought to you by Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow at igorslube.com. That's www.igorslube.com. All right, so today's wackadoo of the week is a post that I saw, and I'm sorry. Okay, this is a good friend of mine on Facebook. Okay. We get along great. We talk about lots of stuff, okay? We're actually in line on certain topics, but we are also disaligned with other topics. But we're able to still get along on Facebook. So I hope she doesn't take offense to me saying wackadoo of the week. That's just the section in which I play this. I'm not calling you a wackadoo, okay? But the story that was posted was an elitist cannibal restaurant where people like Chelsea Clinton and Katy Perry and Meryl Streep eat. Of course, because they are in the elite, the top people. I guess they're also in the Illuminati or whatever. And they're allowed to go to this very, very secret underground restaurant where you're allowed to eat human beings. And when I commented on this, I actually said something that may have offended her. I don't know. But I said that even this was even a little too tinfoil hat for me. Okay? And I really like conspiracy theories. I really do. Okay? Because a lot of times they turn out to be true. Because the conspiracy is not actually as weird as reality sometimes. And I do apologize if I've offended, but I cannot believe this. People, come on. Do you think that the elite rich in this country are spending money on going to an underground restaurant so that they could dine on human flesh? Do you believe this is happening? 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. I know that I would not eat a person. Okay? That just sounds... I'm not into long pig. Okay? I'm not into... I get that was what it was coined... That phrase was coined on Supernatural. Long pig. I really like that. That was a human being being eaten. But anyway, I'm going to play some music for your Vajir holes right now in the form of some pulled pork, I guess. Some good stuff. Okay? Snout by Sunkiller on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
I was a dirty little sex pig, like a hog after your slop. And every time you brought me home, mama, I cleaned the trunk, I could not stop. You gave me more than I deserved, mama. You pull your pants before the wine. I never thought I'd find a nerve, baby, turn away from such a vine. I bet you thought I'd come running. I bet you never had a doubt. I bet you thought I had a ring, baby, in the end of my snout. Don't blame me for it. I'll wear your target. My snout. Don't blame me for it. I'll wear your target. You wear a dirty, dirty piggy. Oh, how I love to make you squeal. And every time you brought me home, girl, I clean my plate every meal. You gave me more than I deserved, girl. You pulled a minion from the herd, but then the milk had turned to curd, baby, and all those lines were getting blurred. I guess you thought I'd come running. I bet you never had a doubt. I guess you thought I had a ring, baby, at the end of my snout. Don't blame me for it. I'll wear your target. My snout. Don't blame me for it. I'll wear your target. My snout. My snout. My snout.
Fear of the dark and a thief in the night, haunting my mind and my dreams, blinding the fool with your shadowy light. I'm unto all of your schemes. You're telling me there's no way out, but the truth will bring you to your knees. Liar, truth will bring you to your knees. Liar, liar, liar,
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir hole. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
All right, everybody, welcome back to the attack. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Western Reserve Radio, UG Media, Alien X Radio, and United Talk Radio, and then our fine affiliates all around the world. Good morning, good morning. It's almost lunchtime here in the Big D, and I know a lot of people out there, it's about time for you to punch out and go home. It's amazing, this whole... I said it before, man, this time zone stuff is stupid because it's the same time now here as it is there. The clocks are the only thing different. Now is now is now is now. Now is now, it's not then, it's not gonna be then, it's not was then, it's not gonna be is, it's now. If I say, hey, and you hear me on the radio over there saying, hey, guess what? Same time. Clock's the only thing different. But enough of that crap, right? Here we are Moving and grooving right along. And I'm going to do a little segment here on cereal. Let me get the pictures all pulled up here, because you're not going to believe this, man. I'm telling you right now, Woody Harrelson is going to love this idea. As soon as I get to the right picture. See, I'm never prepared, you know? I really need to learn how to prepare ahead. You know what I'm saying? Where is this picture? There it is. Doesn't help also that I'm blind. All right, so here we go. Check this out. Look at that. I'm not making this up, folks. See that right there? Hostess Twinkie cereal by Post. Twinkie cereal, folks. Do you love the Twinkie? The almost never has an expiration date. Perfect little yellow cake, cream-filled, delicious treat called a Twinkie. Can they turn that into a cereal? Well, they've done it. Whether or not it tastes correct, I don't know. I've never had any. Probably will never see it in the store. Because every time they come out with something like this, I never find it. But there it is. Post now has Hostess Twinkie cereal. What was your favorite cereal, and what was your favorite thing about cereal when you were growing up? 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Lots of different cereals. Okay, delicious, tasty cereals that I remember growing up. Now, I liked some of the ones that weren't so elaborate and kid-like and colorful and stuff. I liked Life cereal. I did. I liked Life. Not Cinnamon Life, just plain old Life cereal. Mikey likes it. I liked it too. Okay, I did. I also liked Golden Grams. You got to eat Golden Grams quick, though, otherwise they become a golden pile of mush. Okay, but I do like Golden Grams. Now, I knew some people that actually liked Grape Nuts. Dude, really? Why don't you just pour yourself a bowl full of fish tank gravel and pour some milk on it and bust your teeth trying to eat it and completely and utterly tear up the roof of your mouth. Okay? Your mouth just called your brain and said, what did I do to you? Okay? That's a terrible cereal. Okay? And also, that would turn into essentially grout when it got mushy. Now, let's get into some of the ones that were classic ones as kids. Like, everybody liked Rice Krispies, right? Rice Krispies is not a big cereal, or it's not a big sugary cereal. Of course, it's got some, yes. But they had those characters, right? Snap, crackle, and pop. See, I talked to you before about marketing to kids. See, you could put plain old brand cereal in there, but if you put the right characters on the front and the right, like, put a little maze on the back for them to do, kids will love it, right? They think that they're getting something nutritious, or they think they're getting something delicious, but they're getting something nutritious. So, that being said, I also, you know, I liked a little Fruity Pebbles, but only for a little bit. It seems to be too fruity for me. Okay, other people love Fruity Pebbles. I prefer Rice Krispies. Now, chocolate-based cereals. I never liked chocolate-based cereals. That being said, check this out. This is in my house. Talk about classic cereals. Look at this. Y'all know this, right? Because Halloween just passed by. Halloween just passed a little bit ago. So here I have in my possession a box of Count Chocula. That's right. Count Chocula cereal, folks. We make sure that we get this around Halloween every time. Now, of course, what else do you get around Halloween time? Well, you got to get yourself a box of Frankenberry too, right? So you had your Count Chocula, and you got to have your Frankenberry. These are classic monster cereals that you're not going to find on the shelves in February. You're not going to find them on the shelves in August. Okay, they're around Halloween time. Why? Because it's Frankenberry. Okay, it's a Halloween thing. See? Now, we also happen to have in the house. That's right. I got a box of Boo Berry. Boo Berry doesn't show up quite as much. The other two, Frankenberry and Count Chocula, always find them everywhere. Boo Berry sometimes you don't find, but here it is. We found the Boo Berry. And I know I've been told what the other one is about 16 times because I've asked for it to be looked up, and I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Fruity Wolf or something. I don't know. But it was like a werewolf or something, and it was a fruity flavor one, and you hardly ever see that one. You have to actually look that one up on Google to figure out what's going on with that. But would you eat Twinkie cereal? I don't know. There's just a lot of cereals out there that kids love that I don't understand. Cookie Crisp. That's gross, okay? I don't mind having a chocolate chip cookie and a glass of milk, but not 57 little chocolate chip cookies floating in my milk. It's too much. It's overkill for me. And Frosted Flakes, I like some Frosted Flakes, but again, if you don't eat it pretty quick, it turns into a big soggy scab. Okay? So there's all kinds of cereals out there, people. All kinds of cereals. Are you a delicious sugary treat cereal? Like, are you going crazy for tricks like the rabbit? Do you want to get lucky with Lucky Charms? Are you trying to catch the leprechaun and eat all his dried up nasty marshmallows? I don't care what color it is. It's essentially a dried up sponge. They call it a marshmallow, but it's not so mellow. So what do you think, folks? Cereal. I'm thinking I would try the Twinkie cereal. I'd try just about any kind of cool cereal. I'll try it. But most of them it's just a cereal, folks. It's just a cereal, and most of them are just for kids. Let's be honest. Most of them are made for kids, and adults just don't want them. I'm not saying all adults, because of course I know some rabbits out there that want some tricks. Just saying. Music for the Vajir Holes. Going back last year to the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, 6E was in studio with Wings of a Dragon on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Can you feel his flame? Withered in madness, he longs to be in the hall of fame. Riding the wings of a dragon, riding the wings of a the scene of the crime, he knows he's guilty. The covered memories linger in the mind of a rock star. Riding the wings of a dragon, riding the wings of a girl. Riding the wings of a dragon, riding the wings of a girl.
We are 6D and we're grateful for Alien X Radio. Do this charity, so please donate.
Riding the wings of a dragon, riding the wings of a girl.
Yeah. Sweet Crystal, that's right. Many time over Detroit Music Award-winning band, and that was them last year during the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. And yes, they will be back again this year. Make sure you tune in. They will be here at 11 a.m. live on Sunday, December 8th. That's right, guys. It's a 36-hour-long live event filled with bands, other live performances, comedians, presenters from Alien X Radio, from other stations around the planet. It's going to be all kinds of fun. We're going to have skits and trivia and music performances and you name it, man. We're going to have a good time. It's all to raise money for Forgotten Harvest and Feed the Hungry in the Detroit metro area for this holiday season. It's the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas number 5. That's right, the 5th year that we're doing this to benefit Forgotten Harvest. So make sure that you tune in for that and check it out. So, taking a short break, pausing the action for station identification. We'll be back with the home stretch and a classic episode of Just a Few Questions from 1 year ago today. And we'll be back with all that right after a news update and these words from our sponsors. Go nowhere.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
People in the Czech Republic are marking 30 years since their Velvet Revolution. It ended communism in what was then Czechoslovakia. Terry Schultz reports on the latest calls for change in the country, now a member of the European Union and NATO.
3 decades ago, Czech police brutally attacked students protesting communist rule, strengthening the opposition movement that pushed the Communist Party from power. Many Czechs want their current leader to quit his job, too. Prime Minister Andrej Babiš, a populist billionaire, was required to transfer ownership of his businesses to trust funds when his party first won a parliamentary majority in 2017, but he's accused of maintaining control. Babiš is also under investigation by the EU. Commemorations Sunday were celebratory, but the night before, an estimated 250,000 people marched through Prague, many of them waving EU flags, to demand Babiš either get rid of the businesses and media he still owns or resign by December 31st. Babiš rejects the allegations. For NPR News, I'm Terry Schultz in Brussels.
Louisiana's incumbent Democratic Governor John Bel Edwards won re-election on Saturday. He defeated Republican businessman Eddie Rispone, who is supported by President Trump. The Anchorage Daily News is reporting that the city got more than a foot of snow last Saturday and set a record. But on the same day, the newspaper reports, the National Weather Service said that about 3 o'clock in the morning, Anchorage also tied its high temperature record of 45 degrees. As the winds subsided in the city, the temperature fell, and so did the snow. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News from Washington.
Support for NPR and the following message come from TD Ameritrade. You can get smart with your investing with help from knowledgeable professionals, customizable tools, and education designed just for you at TD Ameritrade, where smart investors get smarter. Member SIPC.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Employment, family, love, and relationships. What does your future hold for you? We'll call the only psychic line that employs real psychics. Not phonies. I mean people who really can see your future. The Intergalactic Psychic family has all the answers. They have a complete staff of intergalactic aliens who have psychic and telepathic powers. Put your mind at ease. Call today and receive an autographed picture of Bill Clinton shaking hands with Kronk, the Intergalactic Psychic Family's president. And remember, he's not only the ISF president, he's also the client. Call today at 1-900-935-5543. That's 1-900-935-5543. Just $35,000 for the first minute and your life savings each additional minute. So call today. That's 1-900-935-5543.
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. It's the home stretch. That's right. It is the last half of hour number 3. It's a 3-hour tour, folks, cruising and screaming through the galaxy, or at least talking really loud in the back row, interrupting the movie at triple redunculous speeds. But do not worry, we always have the gravitational plates gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector ray is deflecting. You didn't even feel that turn way back when we turned around and started heading back towards Earth. Now we're slowing down a bit, because if we enter Earth's atmosphere at triple redunculous speeds, everybody is going to have a bad day. All right? So, anyway, please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times before we beam you back aboard your planet. In the meantime, I need to get some music for your Vajir holes. That's coming up shortly. I wish I could actually play some Willie Nelson music, but Facebook will flip out if I do that. Seriously. They will lose their mind. You are not allowed to play Willie Nelson. The only reason why I'm able to get away with all of this stuff that I've been playing is because I recorded it myself here in the studio for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, so there's no wave pattern for it to match and say that I'm stealing something, even though it was given to me by the artist. You know what I mean? It was given to me by the artist. Anyway. I'm trying to find something here, but we'll just do this instead. But anyway, before we get to this music for your Vajir holes, let's talk about Willie Nelson for a second, shall we? I love Willie Nelson. Everybody loves Willie Nelson. Look at him. Let's pull this picture. There he is. Doing what Willie Nelson does. He's smoking a doobie, okay? There he is, firing up a doob. Why? Because he's earned it. Okay? He's earned it. And look at it in front of him there on the table. I'm going to get closer to this so I can see it too. It's a big old giant tray just filled with weed. And he's got all cleaned up there. Some rolling papers. He's got a couple of solo cups sitting out there. He's probably on his tour bus chilling. He's chilling. Well, kind of like Tommy Chong. Not kind of like, but just like Tommy Chong. Willie Nelson has his own cannabis company because it is becoming more and more accepted and more legal everywhere for these companies to exist because there's so many places that you're allowed to actually sell your products now legally. So why not startups? Tommy Chong's got his own company. He sells amazing products. Now you've got Willie Nelson. Well, Willie Nelson's got his own company going, and he has decided that there needs to be a tester, somebody who tests the marijuana to make sure that it works appropriately. So he was thinking, okay, so what do you get, like ZipRecruiter.com, or, what do you do? do you go on Indeed.com and look for somebody? Or LinkedIn. Let's go look at LinkedIn for people that are connoisseurs and can tell the difference between good and bad marijuana. So he thought to himself, if I put out an ad looking for the most qualified person to test marijuana, and I myself came across this ad, it would be me. So Willie Nelson appoints himself his official marijuana tester for his company. And I'm sure it comes with a nice paycheck, too. That's a good way to use up some of the money that you are not supposed to make in the medical facilities where it's supposed to be nonprofit. So now you've got a tester that has to pay for this. Ah, I see, Willie. You're a slick Willie. That's what you are. Music for the Vajir Holes coming from the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas 2018. This is going to be a disaster, I'm sure. It is myself, D-Unit, and Motown Vinny. We didn't know we were going to do this. We were just playing around. It was late. We were tired. And it's I Wanted Dead or Alive on the Attack of the Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
It's all the same. Only the names will change on every day. It seems we're wasting away another place where the faces are so cold. It's too high. Drive a long night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm wanted, dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days, and the people I meet always go the separate way. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink, and times when you're alone, well, all you do is think. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm wanted, dead or I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. And I walk these streets on a six-string on my back. I play for keeps, that's right, 'cause I might not make it back. I've been everywhere. Oh, yeah. Standing tall. I've seen a million faces, and I've rocked them all. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. And I'm a cowboy. I got the night on my side, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. And I ride, dead or alive. I still drive, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive. things are just meant to be. I still believe that we got a chance. Still believe that we got a chance to be something. Too little is never enough. The flow speed got me looking at my review. I can't go back. Going 155 and I don't know why. Still alive, but I do what I can, 'cause I know I can't take anymore. I still believe in this rock and roll, and I pray the music's gonna save my soul. But till then, I still believe some things are just meant to be. It's messed up, but I got this mission. Drunk again, won't remember anyway. She said that it's just a game, boy, so don't be gone too long. 10 years I've been doing this forever. It's all I know, baby, please don't turn away. I know you don't believe in me, but I do believe in you. Singing, going 155 and I don't know why. Still alive, but I do what I can, 'cause I know I can't take anymore. I still believe in this rock and roll, and I pray the music's gonna save my soul. But until then, I still believe some things are just meant to be. I'm still falling away from here, away from here. I'm still falling, this world is coming down. I can't go back, I'm in too deep.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, folks, welcome back to the home stretch now. Here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Oh, that's right. It is time. What is it time for? It is time for a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. Now, we did not have Inside the Mothership yesterday, so we don't have a new episode. So I'm going back exactly 1 year ago today. There was an episode of Inside the Mothership on 11/18/2018. And at that day, it was D-Unit that couldn't make it. So Motown Vinny was in, and we decided to do an episode anyway of Just a Few Questions, and it was called The Butt Doctor. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get to Just a Few Questions from 1 year ago today with Motown Vinny and myself from Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern every Sunday on this station and our fine affiliates around the world. It's The Butt Doctor on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Just a few questions.
It is time now for my very favorite segment, Just a Few Questions. Now, I was put under the impression that I haven't been making you uncomfortable enough. So
let me stress this. I shouldn't say uncomfortable enough. Okay, I'm just saying when we first
you were
started
becoming too comfortable.
When this segment first started, it's, it started off, at a certain level, and then you kind of slowly took it up to a next level, and then took it up to a next level, and it kind of just, so it always made me, because, like I say, each week was a step up from a step up and a step up. So it kind of got me anxiety again, because it's like, oh crap, you never know what he's going to do this week.
Right.
So yes, I was a little bit stressed and stuff like that. And then the last few weeks, it's been like, it's been a fart and a wind, bro.
All right.
So
well,
bring it. Okay.
Well, if it gets a little too heavy, it's nice.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You said I went up and went up, right? Right. So and when I dropped back down. So I'm gonna come back up. All right. And maybe I'm not gonna go up to where you think I need to be, but maybe that's because I'm gonna start going up and up and up and up again.
Right.
Okay. And eventually,
leave yourself some room to rise.
That's gonna be something, man. So we're gonna go ahead and start this thing.
To listen to this has got to be absolutely freaking hilarious.
We also have Motown Vinny is in studio as well. He'll be answering just a few questions.
I think I'm just going to sit here and.
Are you sure?
I think I'm just going to sit here.
This is a commitment, Vinny.
I think I'm just going to sit here and watch him sweat.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Well, if you want me to or not, I don't care. One way or the other.
Here we go.
I'm good.
100% encourage it.
All right. Who asked for it now?
Question number one. After much deliberation and soul searching, you finally decided to go see the proctologist. You are nervous, and that is to be expected because the doctor enters the room. You notice he's wearing an eye patch. You know this can't be very good for his depth perception. You also notice that he has giant sausage-like fingers. Before he begins the examination, he offers you a few options. The first is how you prefer to have your ass cheeks spread apart, and what would you like to have used to prop it open? A, 2 salad spoons for the spreading, and a popsicle stick for the propping. B, a rib spreader with a crank to spread open the cheeks, and a G.I. Joe action figure for the propping. C, Terry Crews gets to gently spread your cheeks and carefully hold them apart during the doctor's examination while longfully staring into your eyes. Or D, no spreading and no propping, just lots and lots of Igor's lube.
Oh, yes!
And something to bite down on.
Oh, you know I'm going with Igor's lube, baby.
Igor's lube!
I've been holding on to it for like 3 weeks.
Hey.
I knew it was going to come in handy. Just give me a bullet. I'll bite.
All right. So we got one for Igor's lube.
Yup.
That's not fair. That's some kind of inside joke that I don't know about.
There was you should have been here for
Sometimes,
How am I supposed to answer?
When just a few questions started, the questions had nothing to do with each other. Then later on, they became themed where all 3 questions are together in some way.
Right.
Now it's getting to the point where previous episodes of Just a Few Questions bleed into other episodes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Just accidentally. Trust me, if you had the option of going with D, you want to go with D.
Well, I'm trying to be healthy. I was thinking about the salad spoons.
Okay.
But no, I'll go with the lube.
Lube. All right. Cool. Good answers. Good answers.
You like Terry Crews, though.
Good job out of you.
All right. You like that?
Yes.
Question number 2. With the target area prepped and ready for examination, you see the doctor putting on his gloves. Your heart drops as you see that they go all the way up to his elbows. Your heart drops, hear me again? As they go all the way up to his elbows. He can tell that you're tense as your sphincter is clenching so tight that it can crack open a walnut. He suggests that a bit of music may help you to relax. So, what would you like to choose for the music to help you relax during this examination? A, Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains. B, Smooth Up in Ya by the Bullet Boys. C, Let Me Put My Love Into You, Babe by AC/DC, or D, Wide Open Spaces by the Dixie Chicks? And go.
Oh, you know what? This is one where because I'm allowed to make up my own answer, right?
Oh, yeah, you do have that. I forgot there are some options.
There are some options,
One
right?
of them is to make up your own answer.
I'm going to go with Slide It In from Whitesnake.
Oh! There you go.
That's a good choice because that song actually is about that.
And you got Igor's Lube.
And
So
got Igor's Lube, baby.
Good one. Good one.
I like that choice, but I don't want to go off the rails.
I mean, there's so many other songs that you could have chosen. I mean,
Well, yeah,
it was
only
great.
had 4.
It was great.
Oh, yes.
I was either thinking that or Kaleidoscope Chaos. But.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to go off the reservation, too. I'm going to choose a song called New Divide.
New Divide.
By Linkin Park.
All right. Yeah. Now he wanted the salad spoons and the divide. So
right, he's
something like
he
that.
wants everything moved out of the way, or we just want to just make sure there's lots of grease and just go. Just like punch.
Went with
Just
lube,
punch towards the crack and hope you have made. Oh, I'm in.
Maybe you'll miss.
No, I went with the lube. I switched. Remember? Okay.
All right.
Yes, right. He did switch.
That's right. Question number 3. At the end of your exam, the doctor throws away the gloves, starts to wash his hands. As he is drying them, you notice his ID badge says Dr. Mary Miller. And it has a photo of a woman on it. What do you do next? A. Tell him that he is wearing. Tell him that he's wearing someone else's badge.
Right.
B. Tell him that he has very angry fingers for a woman. C. Thank him for a lovely evening and tell him that you really must do this again sometime. And D. After Dr. Miller enters the room and apologizes for keeping you waiting, she tells the receptionist that he is not supposed to be in the exam room. Think about that. You get to walk out of the room without saying a word and don't make eye contact with anybody on the way out. That's D.
Oh, definitely D.
Definitely D.
Definitely D.
I'm going with D, too.
After I punched that out right on the way out, dude. It's like, boom, I'm out.
That's right. Now, if he has enough Igor's Lube and you punch, you just go, and it won't hurt.
I'd be very...
It's just a graze.
It's just a graze.
Grazed off.
And that has been just a few questions.
Did I actually say that? Just punch at the crack and hope you make it in? Oh. Wow. Igor's Lube and just a few questions have come so far in such a short amount of time. Well, we're just about out of time, folks. That's right. We got to get out of here. I do want to thank everybody for joining me this week. Remember, next week, we will also not have a live episode of Inside the Mothership, as we are actually going to be inside the mothership, feverishly working on it and getting it ready for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. Holiday party, radiothon, and live broadcast. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have lots of cameras wired up in here. We're going to bring it all to you. You're going to get to listen to all the bands playing. You're going to get to watch the bands performing. You're going to get to hear all of the comedians. You're going to get to watch the comedians so you don't miss all the visual jokes that they play as well. That they tell. We're going to have people here just eating and drinking and having a good time. And we're going to have the party cams set up so you can see the people that are hanging out in the, I don't know what we're going to call them. I'll come up with a name for these people. You know, like not the cloud crowd. That's gay. Okay, we'll come up with a different name. All right, so we'll come up with something for the people that are in the bar. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody for joining me this week on and listening on Western Reserve Radio, UG Media, Alien X Radio, and United Talk Radio live on all of these wonderful stations and our fine affiliates around the world. Remember, bands, if you'd like to submit your music to be played on the show, then please send me an MP3. Please send me an MP3 with the name of your band and the name of the song and the title of that MP3 to alienstone@alienxradio.com, or preferably new music at alienxradio.com. That's new music at alienxradio.com. So, until next time, this is Alien Stone saying I appreciate you very much, folks. And I've enjoyed your company on the mothership. But now you got to get the hell out. Okay? I'm hungry. It's time for me to have lunch. People in the UK, it's time for you to go home and have dinner. Either way, we're done here. So until next time, it's Alien Stone saying peace! And chicken grease. Or Igor's lube, as it were. Peace out.